Greetings everyone, my name is SRG21 and I'm the Schizophrenic Rabbit, bringing you another Let's Play Deus Ex episode, I should say. Last episode we were sent on a quest to find a fat man's wife. Also we messed up a little bit and got our asses kicked. But don't worry, this shouldn't happen this time, hopefully. Question mark. What I just picked up is a praxis kit. Now what praxis kits allow me to do is they allow me to upgrade one of my augments, and at the moment I'm going to be saving my augments or praxis kits at least till this tutorial bit's over. Now there's a turret down there, we could bypass it that way, but at the moment we're going to go round here because A, there's a pocket secretary here, B, there's some other cool stuff, and C, we can get some extra XP for hacking. Where is it? There you go, the pocket secretary to read for you. We'll just log into and hack into this. Even though we do know the password, I always like to hack just in case. Gonna upgrade that. And do that.
Access granted.
See, we can turn off the camera. At the moment we don't have any access to turrets, robots or doors. But you need augments for these two, but for doors you do not need any augments at all. But there's no doors to open, so we're not going to use it. And run past that. You can use the stun gun to disable it, but in my opinion it's not really worth it, since you're wasting a stun round you could use on a person, and also it won't really affect the machine for too long. Stun darts. There's a person in there, so let's pull out a 10mm and go confront him.
Step
Do
away
as he
from the console.
says.
Now! Help me! Son of a
Tasty.
bitch. Pritchard, you still there?
Where else would I be?
Patch me to Seraph, now.
Adam, it's David. You got the Typhoon?
Yeah, but you were right about there being something more behind this. Because I've also got a dead purist in here with some pretty interesting cerebral implants.
Don't touch him. We'll need an expert to recover his neural hub.
Whoops.
In case it's booby-trapped.
Copy that. What about Sanders?
SWAT's pressure me to let them off the leash. Find him before they do, and deal with him.
Well, we already touched him, and he has quite a sizable hole in his head. Also a very weird augmentation. And Purity First is a anti-augment terrorist group, so that seems to be quite strange indeed. Is there anything under these boxes? Neural? Okay. For a modern day facility they still use cardboard boxes. Wonder if it is cardboard. Could be something else. Let's draw this. Dumpty dumpty dum. Needs to be elevator music. Ooh. We best hurry up then. Looks like the firefight's going on outside. SWAT seems to be winning. Oh, it's stairs. Oh dearie me.
There you are. Jesus. Any news yet?
Zeke hasn't found any juicy secrets yet, if that's what you mean.
But he was positive we'd find something we could show to Pipers. Are you saying we got nothing?
I know, man. I think they really messed up this time.
Motherfucker, how are we gonna get out of this mess?
We going after? Go!
That's how you get out of the mess. Now there is someone downstairs, so we do have to be careful.
A militant group of pro-human activists have raided Seraph Industries plant. Factory workers have been taken hostage. Collective breath. I doubt I need to remind you folks that this is the second time the biotechnology firm has been attacked. The first time, 6 months ago, on the eve of controversial hearings set to scrutinize the company's research. I'm wondering if something else may be going on. Is David hiding something? For tonight, this is Eliza Kassan reporting to you live from Picus.
Lots of bad guys down there. Whoops. I see, so we're just gonna go in here. Ooh, revolver ammo. There's a vent, so we're gonna go down the vent. As you can guess. Wow, my guy must be hunchback from crawling through all these vents. Now there's 3 guys in here. There goes 1. Okay, so 1 guy's there, 1 guy's down there.
Yo! If you're here, you better come out.
Oh, look at that, perfect. Now I know you're probably sitting there thinking, why aren't you looking at the pocket secretaries? Well, basically because all these pocket secretaries open up all of these, or most of them anyway, and they pretty much all say the same thing, so there's not really much point. Buy the game if you want to, but I'm not going to show these ones because it will take too long. Tranquilizer rounds. Yeah, pretty much because it'll take too long, and you'll get bored. But in the future, if I do find rooms like this, and you really do wish me to show you them, just post in the comments below saying we would like to see these, and I will show you them to you, because that's the nice guy I really am. I will always show these books when I find them for you. Now Gonna save the game quickly. And the reason for that is because I can mess up in this bit.
Don't lie to me. I don't want to hurt you. You're a civilian. But I will if you don't give me a choice.
If you didn't want to hurt anyone, you should have stayed home tonight.
Oh, look.
Oh,
Seraph's attack dog. You're here to clean up before the
Ruff.
police bust in?
He thinks we're breaking the law.
Shut up! All you body polluters break laws. You're all the same.
You're gonna have a hard time convincing people you're any different once they hear you had an AUG on your team.
What?
I found your attack dog in the factoring labs, trying to cut through security with his implanted hackware.
Nice try, Cholo. But I would never let one of you freaks on my crew. Back off, Lantern. I got business to take care of, understand? If what you say is true, and I'm not saying it is, you hear? But I gotta check things out. So me and la vieja, we're leaving.
no, you're not. There's a number of different things I can do. I can let Zeke go. I can try to free her. I can fight him. We're gonna go for fight, and hopefully this will work. I'm gonna run up and try and taser him.
Not a chance. This ends now.
Are you still there?
Adam, what's
And it worked.
happening? What's your situation? Adam!
Sanders is down for the count. SWAT will want to question him, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't know a thing. Somebody else set this up.
Damn it. Okay, I want you back here now. The admin building has a rooftop terrace. Meet Farida on it.
Copy. Jensen out.
So we are going to drop that. Take the revolver. Let me just show you the pocket secretary first before I forget. See, like I said, these are the other ones are just passwords. So no need to get your hopes in a twist, or knickers in a twist, I should say. That's the password to that, and basically all she talks about is dates and stuff. So.
Are you alright?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Just a little shaken up, but what about the other hostages? My husband was with them in one of the assembly labs, and I overheard talk about a bomb.
Don't worry, they're safe.
Oh, thank
Save
God.
today.
When those men surprised us. Mr. Jensen, they should not have been able to get in. With the typhoon being moved in and all, I double-checked the protocols myself.
Yeah, I expect Pritchard's doing the same thing right now. Stay here. DPD will want to question you. But you and your husband should be reunited soon.
Thank you, Mr. Jensen. You're a hero.
Indeed I am.
Jensen? You're the guy who was sent in before us? Those hostages owe you a lot. Nice going. Defusing that bomb was some quick work. You should get a commendation.
Indeed I should. What you know. You have a really cool helmet. Can I have the helmet?
You did good catching the leader, Jensen. Maybe we can get some information out of him.
Mm-hmm.
I know you were probably tempted to finish him right there, considering what he thinks of enhancers. But you did the right thing.
I know I did the right thing. I am God. Did I use that? So I'm just going to use this one quickly. Upgrade the damage. Going to combine that with the revolver.
Sorry, Mr. Thornton. The target is on lockdown. I can't let anyone in.
But my wife, she's still in there. I need to know that she's okay.
You'll have to wait until the building is secure. Now back up and let the SWAT team do their job, please.
My wife, is she all right?
She's fine. A little shaken up, though. SWAT will need to debrief her, but you'll see her soon.
I don't know what to say. I think I've given up on her. You're a true hero, man. I'll find some way to repay this, I swear.
There's no need for that. I was just doing my job.
Don't be modest. I didn't recognize you before, but I know who you are, Mr. Jensen. And I know you weren't supposed to be back at work yet. Thank God you are. I'll be in touch. Count on it.
Cool.
I gotta admit, Jensen, I'm glad someone decided to send you in first. No telling what would have happened if one of us ran into that hostage room. Not sure we could have defused that bomb in time. Nice going.
Nice job securing the plant. I wouldn't have thought a security guard could handle this. Not even an augmented one. I was ready to come in here with a bucket and a mop. Glad to see I was wrong.
You're the one Seraph called in to handle this, right? You caught the guy who led these radicals. Might have been better if he hadn't made it, though. You know what I mean? He'll just keep spreading his anti-augmentation poison.
They will all say something different depending on what you do. Some of them would agree you killing him, others won't, but either way.
You made a lot of people happy tonight, Jensen. And not just the men in suits.
It's what they pay me for.
No. They pay you to put corporate interests ahead of people. You found a way to satisfy everyone. Guess Dr. Reed was telling the truth about you.
Megan?
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about, Malik?
Before you were hired, she said the papers were lying about Mexican Town. That you weren't fired from the force. You quit when you realized Protect and Serve had become Protect and Serve the corporate interest. Nice to see she was right. You ready to go?
Yeah, get me out of here, Malik.
Your wish is my command. Climb in. New orders just in, Jensen. The boss wants Pritchard to examine the Typhoon ASAP.
Copy that. Thanks for the lift.
No problem. Hey, and Jensen, I just wanted to say, new look suits you. Like you haven't missed a beat at all.
Thanks.
So, how's it feel? Being augmented?
Excuse me?
Don't take it the wrong way. I mean, I've got a few neuro enhancements myself. Discreet ones to help me fly better. But I chose to get them implanted. You didn't. Now that you had a chance to try them out, what do you think?
You're right. I didn't choose to get augmented. And I still don't know if I would have if given the choice. But today felt good. Surprisingly good.
Dr. Reed said you'd take to them. Said it was in your genes. Just be careful, okay? A lot of people think there's a reason the human body rejects this technology over time.
I didn't peg you for the type who gets caught up in metaphysical debates, Malik.
I'm not. I told you myself, I've got neuro enhancements. I'm just saying the choices we do get to make inevitably have consequences.
Yeah. Tell that to the bastard who did this to me.
I hear you. And you know what? You're not the only person in this place who wants to find him. So if I can help in any way, all you gotta do is ask.
Actually, there is something. I want to know about the first attack.
Fine. Ask away.
You were there that night. What do you remember about it?
That it was chaos. First, everybody figured there'd been some kind of accident, but Pritchard couldn't get a good visual and communications were haywire. Then we heard the explosions. By the time anyone knew it had hit us,
they were gone.
Whoever they were good, Jensen. Special training good.
Did anyone else see them? The men who attacked?
Not well enough to get a description. Pritchard got some fuzzy images off one of the Intellicams, but his tapes were all confiscated by Homeland Security.
Homeland? I heard Homicide passed it over to Special Investigations. Detroit Special Investigations.
They did, for the first month. After that, all I really know is the case is still pending. And Mr. Seraph is not pleased.
I've been thinking about why they attacked. What they were really after.
Isn't it obvious? They didn't want us going to Washington.
No, that was just timing. Hearings can be rescheduled. Somebody else can present Megan's findings.
I don't think so, Jensen. They took out her whole team. Declan Faraday, Vasily Savchenko, Nia Colvin, even Eric Koss. The labs their bodies were found in.
We're burned to a crisp. I know.
The only reason you weren't caught in the fire was because that retaining wall came down. Saved your life, believe it or not.
So the whole attack was just to destroy Megan's research.
Sure looks that way. Mr. Seraph is hoping to reconstruct it, but it may take months. If he can keep us solvent that long.
I'm gonna find him, Malik. One way or another.
I believe you. And just so you know, when you do, I've got your back.
I appreciate that, Malik, but right now...
You've got to get the Typhoon into the tech lab, right. See you later, then. Oh, and Jensen, the boss wants a face-to-face debrief in his office once it's secure.
Roger that. Good night, Malik.
Ultimately, depending on what you say to her, depends your relationship together, quote unquote, your friendship. And how she treats you, I believe, and how you treat her, but I've always been nice to her. So, oh well, let's see. Newspaper.
Talk's all over the office, Mr. J. You really took care of those Purity First assholes. Wish I could have been there to see it.
This whole thing just brings back bad memories. I love working
Damn
here,
right,
but
player.
it's hard knowing that at any
Schooled
second...
them. Yeah.
Can't talk about it. What if another bunch of radicals burst through the door like right now and start shooting?
I know. It's so awful. Because you'd be the first to... I mean, you'd be...
I'd be the first to what?
Nothing. Forget it. Nice job tonight, Adam. I heard most of those vandals got arrested peacefully. Things
First
could
get
have
shot in
been
the
so
face.
much worse.
Mr. Jensen! Oh, everyone's talking about what a great job you did saving the hostages. You're a real hero, sir. Can I help you find something?
Has anyone been in my office recently?
I think the cleaning people maybe, and that Mr. Corella was looking for you. But other than that, nobody's touched it. Up 2 floors and make a right.
Thanks, I'll find my way.
Of course. Have a good evening, sir.
The whole reason I talked to her is just because of that line.
With Purity First. I think
Makes me
someone
feel good about
into
myself.
Sandra's group to manipulate those thugs.
Yeah, but who? Who would know we were developing the Typhoon?
The same people who attacked us last time, Roy. I mean, come on. We were testing it when they broke in.
Alright, I'll give you that. So what? You think a foreign government is behind this?
Governments aren't the only ones hiring mercenaries these days. Isolé, Kusanji, Taeyong Medical. Any one of our competitors could be behind this.
Indeed, that would be a very good ploy to destroy your certain company's research or steal it, then ultimately send them bankrupt and buy them out. Because that never happens these days. Not that we know of. Wink wink, nudge nudge.
Well, if it
steal
isn't
a candy
Mahatma
bar.
Gandhi himself,
Give it to me.
come to honor
Candy
us
bar.
all with his
Yee.
life-preserving presence.
Talk to
If
Pritchard.
this is about the Typhoon, I'll get to it in a minute.
Now, Pritchard. I didn't risk my neck to have you lose it in a pile of CPUs and scuzzy adapters.
Well, look at you, using the big words. Don't think just because you hacked through the plant security system so fast that you're an expert on everything computer. There's a reason I can't examine the Typhoon yet.
Do tell.
For your information,
I am running a diagnostic sweep on our network and router security to find out how Sanders' hacker got a hold of our codes.
I'd have thought the first question to ask is, whose codes were they? Unless you already know.
Stick to kicking down doors and shooting people, Jensen, and stop trying to do my job. I guarantee you we'll get along better that way.
He is such an arsehole. I still want to slap him. Or shoot him. And I didn't kill anyone. Or bust down any doors. Just zapped a couple of people. Not my fault. Let's open these doors. Close those. Diddly-doo-doo, 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 diddly-doo. Welcome to Sarif Industries.
I'm
Caution,
telling you,
maximum
Hugh,
load.
he might not have put the gun in Sanders' hand,
Do
but it was
people get over that
Taggart's speech
maximum
to the
load?
UN that started all this.
William Taggart is nothing if not a shrewd political operator. You know that, David.
So for the sake of appearances, I have to look him in the eye and let him bullshit me?
With a smile. Always with a smile. We'll talk later.
You wanted to see me?
Yeah, how you feeling?
I've had better days.
Well, when we're done here, check him at Dr. Markovic at the limb clinic downtown. Get her to get a checkup.
If you insist. Listen, about Sanders?
You did good today, Adam. And thanks to you, Sanders is behind bars. And my lawyers are gonna make sure he pays for what he did. So don't worry about what anyone else says.
I won't. But that's not why I brought him up. Sanders was tricked into attacking us by the hacker I caught going after the Typhoon.
He's the man we really needed to interrogate today.
Exactly. Only he killed himself to prevent any chance of my doing that. That takes real dedication.
Yeah, or training. You're sure he was augmented?
I pulled his cables out myself.
Yeah, well, the police are saying he's not, and they're refusing to let me see the body, no matter how much money I threaten to pull from their retirement fund.
Maybe someone else is offering more. So what do you want me to do, boss?
We have to get a look at the corpse. You still got friends on the force. You think one of them will let you into the morgue?
Depends who I run into.
Get over to the station and find a way inside. Because if that hacker was augmented, his neural hub might tell us who he was. Contact me when you've gotten a hold of it.
Boss, what you're asking me to do, it's not exactly legal.
No, it isn't. You got a problem with that?
Just figured I'd point it out.
Oh, thanks. And believe me, if I had another option, we'd be taking it. But these past 6 months, seems like all the influence I built up in this city just dried up and blew away.
Well, you were able to keep SWAT from infiltrating the plant until I got the Typhoon.
Just barely. And now someone else is pulling strings to keep us in the dark? We need that neural hub, son. It's key to finding out who's behind these attacks.
And taking out the men who did it. I'm on it.
Let's go. And at this point, I think it would be a good idea to end this episode. So my name is SRG21. I'm the Schizophrenic Rabbit, and this has been Deus Ex Human Revolution Let's Play, Episode 3.